Welcome back to Warped Tour 2016. I'm here with Travis with Atreyu. This is not your first rodeo. How does it feel to be back at Warped Tour after all these years?
It feels very good. We did it, like you said, 11 years ago, and coming back, it's kind of like picking up right where we left off. It's just we're a little bit older and got a little bit more gray hair, but other than that, it's, good times.
Well, you still have such a large fan base. What is it like to kind of get back out on stage, especially after you just released a new album? Tell me about that.
It feels good. We took about a 4-year hiatus, then regrouped, wrote and recorded a new record. It's, the hiatus definitely served its purpose. So we're recharged, new energy, reinvigorated. So, being on stage is, whoa, big ass beetle.
Atreyu to the rescue. Okay, we're back, you guys. Travis, the song X's and O's was really legendary and has kind of been a rock anthem over the last, decade. How do you feel like you guys have developed since then, and how does that relate to your new sound?
Well, we're a band that never really, or we try not to repeat ourselves a lot. So, depending on what we had previously done, we try to venture out in a new direction. We try to do it with every album. So with Long Live, being that it had been such a long period of time between albums, we kind of went backwards a little bit and went closer to our roots, a little bit more aggressive. But then again, at the same time, there's some, more, more accessible stuff as well. It sounds cliche and stupid, I know, but it's true.
No.
It's, a big mixture of like our whole catalog. We basically ripped ourselves off.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like wording it that way. Now, how do you balance having kind of a creative, progression, like you were just saying, we try to not repeat ourselves, and yet listening to your fans and them saying, hey, this is what we like, do it again? How do you balance the two?
It's hard. You can't please everybody all the time. Once, especially, the younger fans, I was the same way too. If a band kind of went a certain direction that I wasn't used to, I'd get really pissed off. But for us, as musicians and artists, we have to do what makes us happy. If we released the same album over and over again, it would just get boring for us to write the same songs over and over and play the same songs, and I think it'd probably get boring for the audience too. So, but like you're saying, you kind of have to keep a happy medium of keeping yourself happy and keeping the fans happy, because they're the reason you're there in the first place. So the customer is most of the time right, but not all the time. Yeah.
Something that really impresses me about Atreyu is that you guys have kind of, developed this foundation, but also longevity within the music industry. So what advice would you have to say these young bands? Some of these kids are running around 17 years old, and they say, I want to be a lifelong musician, and you guys have kind of done it. What kind of advice would you have for them?
There's a billion different things you can do. But for the most part, I would say pace yourself and never take it for granted, especially nowadays. Longevity is something that any band is probably the most important thing any band could ask for, because, even if you're on top of the world, that's not going to last forever. And when we were coming up, a lot of our peers and the bands that were coming up with us, died off a long time ago. So the fact that we're still here, I still have a hard time getting my head around it. I'm not complaining by any means, but we all feel really, really, really lucky.
Well, what can we expect from you next?
After Warped Tour, we have about a month and a half, 2 months off, and then we head down to Australia with Bullet for My Valentine, and then maybe head over to Europe in November, and then start writing after the new year.
Very cool. Well, be sure to check out Atreyu's new album, Long Live. Thanks for watching. This is Ariana with RockstarDreams.com.